tuned to the show that wakes up the borough. It's the Brooklyn Cafe Morning
Wake up, Brooklyn, sun's hitting the bridge. Our train's running late, but we don't care what it is. Cause the Brew Crew's on with the mug in hand. Steam rising up like we planned. Traffic on the BQE, we got jokes for days. Headlines, hot takes, and the Yanks last play. If your morning's cold with the heat you need, pour it strong. This is Brooklyn Cafe. We don't just talk, we explain the game. We don't just play, we create the flame. From Bedford to Bay Ridge, we know your name. This is more than radio. It's Brooklyn Cafe in the AM with the Brew Crew bringing energy. News you need, laughs guaranteed. Coffee strong, conversation free. We create it, we debate it, we celebrate it loud. From the first light to the office crowd. Wake up right, feel the hype. It's Brooklyn Cafe, powered by the Brew Crew Life. Who broke the news? That was us at 8. Who made you spit coffee? Same crew, same date. We explain the stocks, the streets, the schools, then flip the script with the morning's rules. Call her online 3, says her dog can sing. We'll put them on air. That's the Brew Crew thing. Creations, conversations, no hesitation. This ain't just a show, it's a Brooklyn sensation. We don't just chat, we investigate. We don't just spin, we elevate. 5 boroughs listening, don't you be late. This is more than radio. It's Brooklyn Cafe in the AM with the Brew Crew bringing energy. News you need, laughs guaranteed. Coffee strong, conversation free. We create it, we debate it, we celebrate it loud. From the first light to the office crowd. Wake up right, feel the hype. It's Brooklyn Cafe, powered by the Brew Crew Life. Flip the script with the morning's rules.
Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live plumbing.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our Brew Crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Welcome to the morning show. As you can tell, no one's here. Don't know where she is. I have no clue. But I got Fonzie, got Greg, I got military, I got Brooklyn. Anybody know where she went?
I don't know. I don't know where she went.
She disappeared, but I'm sure that Dawn will join us soon. I guess. Maybe she's still on vacation.
Who knows?
Anyway, what do you want to start with today? The first thing let's start with, let's say congratulations to Spain. They won the World Cup.
Yeah.
Anybody watch it?
Well, I was busy at work, so no, I didn't see it.
It was an unbelievable, nothing defensive game. And the interesting aspect of that whole game was that Spain shot the ball at Argentina a record number of times, and Argentina blocked it. What do you think, Fonzie?
Well, honestly, I didn't really know much about the game since I was at work, but I heard that Spain won 1-0, and I'm like, seriously? Okay. I mean, and the funny thing is, in my family, they always like say that Argentina is cheating. There's so many calls that could have been happening, and I'm like, okay. I mean, it's just a game, but sure. But you wouldn't believe how they reacted when Spain won. I have my phone blowing up and saying, "Woo, Spain won, Spain won." And I'm like, yeah, I'm just glad that it's a Spanish country that won football, because it would have been a little embarrassing.
But Argentina's Spanish.
Actually, my mom says they're considered European.
They're in South America.
Yeah.
The European country is Spain.
I know. It's weird. It's weird how she put it, but I'm honestly glad that a Spanish country won football, because it'll be as embarrassing as America losing them baseball.
Well, this is only the second time that Spain has won, and guess who I am?
I don't know.
Yeah? What's the matter now?
Nothing.
What'd you find? And she's here 5 minutes.
Can I have a pillow, please? Nothing. Thank you.
What'd you find? What are you looking for? Oh, you had to sit on the pillow?
Yes.
Well, we forgot about that.
You forgot about a lot of things. Like you forgot I wasn't even on the set when you started the show. But
We've
been calling for
We've been
you.
calling-
okay,
15
let
times.
me tell you what happened.
Tell us what happened.
Whoever used the potty is not working. So when I went to use the restroom, I had to clean the restroom and try to get the potty to work again. But did anyone come and check on me? No.
Well, hold on a second. It didn't flush?
No.
So that's just the Frogger.
Okay, so what do you do when the Frogger doesn't work and you
You
have
come
to
and
use the
get
bathroom?
me.
Your partner goes on air without you? Like, who does
You
that?
come and get me and says the guy fix the bathroom.
Who does that?
First of all,
I'm hot, I'm verklempt, it's summer, it's my first day back, and the toilet's not working.
I told you months ago that the flapper needs to be changed.
Yeah.
And he came in here and said it
didn't.
doesn't. So there you have it. So you believe me or you believe him?
All I believe is I had to use the bathroom and it wasn't working.
All you had to do was call me and I would have fixed that.
That's all I have to do. And then I walk in and you guys are already on air. Good morning. Happy Monday to you. You know, today's supposed to be a magical, I'm so hot,
Well, there you go. You got magic.
a magical day. The 19th through the 24th is Barbelt's basket. So it's supposed to be magical, and this astronomer, before he passed away, this was his last gift he left of messages to the universe.
Okay, well, there you have it. You've received this message.
So
It's in the bathroom.
anyway, happy Monday. Happy Monday. I broken toilet. Yeah, thank you so much.
Next time, take the lid off. Leave
I
it
did.
on the hood.
I did.
Leave it on the top.
I did.
And then just come get it.
No,
That's all you
then
got.
I had to fix it, and
The
I had
other
to
thing
clean
is,
it.
You
And
didn't get the memo. We start at 9:30 now. We have to. There are people that are allegedly coming. Don't know if they are.
okay. Good.
So you guys start at 9:30.
Fabulous.
She didn't get the memo. Military's in that seat. Look at Fonzie. He's getting the day off because Brooklyn's doing that thing. We got a new guy.
Do you know
Mr.
the new
Greg.
guy?
How are you?
What's your name?
Greg.
Hi, Greg. Nice to meet
He
you.
looks like the FBI. Greg, you look like the FBI.
Don't worry, I'm not wearing a wire.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, he's
And
good.
there you have
There you
it.
go.
And it begins.
There you go. Happy Monday, everyone. It's so nice to be back. Vacuums out, dusters in hand, toilets broken.
You're like a
I feel like
freaking-
the cleaning lady's back. Thank you so much.
What are you doing?
Cleaning.
You found a chair that has something.
I found a chair that was stained. I found gravel over the floor. I'm like, I can't have Sally sit here with this gravel and dirt all over the place. TVs weren't even hooked up, and the toilet's broken. But yet,
The
you
TV
guys
wasn't on.
No, it was on. The splitter wasn't on.
On that side? I've had nothing but dilemma with that and the lights. Because those are the two things I don't turn on.
And there you have it. Anyway, welcome back, Dawn. We missed you so much. I'm so glad you're back.
Yeah, when you leaving again?
It's so great to be back in about 10 minutes.
When are you leaving again?
In about 10 minutes.
Now, we have some other issues. Hopefully that camera doesn't turn off today. Because it's been turning off.
Good morning, Brooklyn.
Morning.
How was your week?
Busy.
Busy?
Yeah.
What you been doing?
Well, I worked all weekend. Thursday, Friday, I had a job out in Miami. And then, I'm here today. So
How was Miami?
Miami was good. The drive was very long, though.
How far south?
It was like an hour and 30 minutes. So I think I was in Bay Harbors. So
You had to go all the way east.
yeah.
You went to see family?
No,
for a
I was there
job.
for a job.
You went
Wow.
for an interview?
No, a job. Like,
Or you went to do a job?
yeah.
And you went all the way to
To Miami.
Bay Harbor. Which is like
Oh, I
North
know what
Miami,
Bay
but all the
Harbor
way
is.
east, right?
Yeah.
Like Aventura. Oh, that traffic's crazy. Should have taken the Bright Line.
What were you working
Probably,
there?
yeah.
Publix?
Huh?
What were you working there?
I was doing a videography job for like.
Did you find it?
Did I find it? Like find what?
The place, the job.
Yeah, I found it.
I went to Bay Harbor, and it was a 2-day deal, and I got lost the first day. I almost lost the gig. And then I found it, and then I had to come back a second day. Bay Harbor is way down.
Yeah, I couldn't find parking for a while. That kind of stressed me out a little bit.
That's
Because
the
like,
other issue.
I put the GPS onto like a parking garage, and it took me to like this weird like private lot, and I was like, this is like for a office building lot. Like I can't park here. So I was just driving around for like a good 10 minutes trying to find parking.
That's
It
why
was
it's always
stressful.
good to look at the street view before you click on anything from the maps. That way you know what it looks like.
I don't think the Bright Line goes into Bay Harbor or any train.
It goes to North Miami, and you can't head east.
But you gotta, what are you gonna walk?
Well, I know she had to go to Bay Harbor. No, you
Bay
can't.
Harbor is a bridge, and it's
Or an
like its
Uber.
own city.
Yeah, I usually take it, like, I hate going to Miami, and when I go to Miami, I usually park someplace general, and then I take the Uber someplace. I just can't stand going to
Isn't it
Miami.
ridiculous that you
Doesn't-
gotta take a train or a plane, and then you gotta take an Uber to get to your destination? That's just
It
sacrilegious.
took me a week to recover
Doesn't
from our
Miami
shoot in
have
Miami.
the monorail or something?
It has rails, but it leaves you. It's not like New York. You take New York, and it's usually around the train somewhere, maybe 2 or 3 blocks max. In Miami, I took a train down to see the Marlins play. I had to walk for 2 miles to get to the stadium,
You
which I
didn't
would
have
never
to.
do.
What you did was insanity.
I was not taking an Uber.
Why?
Because if I took the train and spend that kind of money, why the hell am I going to take an Uber?
Because the
spend more
train
money?
left you nowhere where you needed to go.
Well, it
was-
did.
It's like me taking a plane back from vacation and landing at the airport and going, oh, I took an airplane. I'm going to walk home from Miami. Same situation.
Not the same situation.
Same thing.
No.
But it was, to be fair, it was only 2 miles.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
was
but you gotta
two
know
the
the 2
roughest
miles that
mile
he
you've
went.
ever seen in your life. I mean, I'm lucky I made it alive to some of these. There
Pretty
were
much.
gang shootings. There was all sorts of stuff.
Pretty
going.
much.
I went by a precinct, and there was a big fight in front of that.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should have called an Uber.
Yes. Or take the free shuttle
Uh-huh.
that they offered. I just had to wait 40 minutes.
Or that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, the shuttle. That's like the mini train thing, right?
So I went to
Shuttle.
Maine.
No, it's a bus.
I went to Maine.
You went to
Want to
where?
hear about Maine?
I don't know. There's a couple. I have to ask before you start your story. Number one, the pollution. Was it bad in Maine?
No.
Was it?
No. So because I went on vacation, did not turn on the TV because the baby's not allowed to have screen time. So the TVs and your phones are not allowed to be in visible sight to the baby. By the way, she's so freaking cute and singing cute. You're like, okay, no TV. So with you have no TV and no phones, and if she's around, unless I'm hiding in the back seat, scrolling on my phone of the car, you don't know what's going on. And the first day, it's all haze. We landed in Boston. It's like a full day of travel to get where I got. And Boston and getting out, and of course Mercury retrograde, so the planes are delayed. We get to Maine, and there's this haze, but no one knows why. The sun was orange, but like this haze, like a Halloween orange,
Yeah,
like
we
a full
know.
moon orange.
We know.
Well, I
It
didn't
was
know.
in the news.
Okay, but I didn't know
Those are
the
the
news
fires
because
of-
we didn't have the TV on
Fire
of
of
Canada,
Canada, yes.
right?
So you
by the
did have
second day,
pollution.
by the second day, we realized what it was. But it didn't smell bad. It wasn't hard to breathe. It was just this haze, which was nice because you could walk. It wasn't so hot. It was not humid like Florida. But there's a conspiracy that you only eat lobster rolls and ice cream. If you want other food there, you have to really go search and find other food.
Lobster rolls and ice cream.
Lobster rolls and ice cream on every corner.
There's no eggs.
There are, but you have to seek them. And then the breakfast place is closed. Like, it's this cute little town that people literally go out and they hang a sign on the sign that says open, and they take it down.
What sign? What kind? What city?
Closed, or they take it down. Open for lunch, and they take it down. All these cute little towns in Maine. So we went to Wales, in York, in Ogunquit. Where else did we go? Portland, obviously Portland, Maine, and then we went over to New Hampshire,
Okay, that's a city.
which is so great because who knew any of this was actually there? My geography skills aren't so great. Who knew New Hampshire was right next
Did
to
you have
Maine
seafood?
and Boston? Yes, that's all. That's all we had.
Like shrimp and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't eat lobster, so shrimp market. There's like one grocery store.
But it's
And then
delicious
the-
shrimp, no?
The seafood's unbelievable. There's one grocery store like 30 minutes away. Target's like 30 minutes. You have to pay for delivery. Of course, we need like diapers and toilet paper. So all of that stuff. And you know me traveling to the grocery store. So I'm like, Instacart, here we go. 9 o'clock at night. We cannot find anyone to shop your order. We will bring it
9
in the
o'clock,
morning,
yeah.
9 o'clock at night. I'm used to like Florida. You know, everything in Florida is like this. In Maine, you actually have to stop and take a step back and breathe, which was actually lovely. So no TV, no nothing. Never even finished one movie because we turned it on, we stopped, we did do a puzzle, played some games. Ever played Clue?
How'd you put on a movie?
They had TVs.
Oh, you turned it on?
We actually
You
turned
said
it
you
on.
couldn't turn it on.
Baby was sleeping. Baby goes to bed at 7, then you can turn the TV on, 7:30. I know, I woke up every morning and I had like Nana time on the floor with Isla. It was so super cute. She read books and we did bottle
Are
time.
there any
And
Puerto Ricans in Maine that you notice?
you don't really want me to go there.
Yeah, I do.
No.
Because if I'm in Maine, you know that TV's going on at 6 o'clock in the morning. It ain't going off until 2:30 in the morning when I go to bed. All day long.
I went to Kenny Bunkport,
Oh,
which
there
I
you go,
thought
name
would
of the
be,
movie.
I've been there. I've been to Kenny Bump.
which I thought would be like a much bigger town.
No, it's small.
No,
It's a very small town. It's very quiet, but the food.
That's
food
the
is
thing with the
unbelievable.
moose, right? There's a moose in that town that's famous, isn't there? They made the movie.
Yes, I believe so. But the lobster rolls were unbelievable there.
everyone
And
loved
it
it.
was- She's right. It was basically lobster rolls and ice cream every single day.
That's it.
Dairy Queen on every corner.
Big Daddy's,
I didn't
Big
go there.
Daddy's.
Yeah.
ice cream, blueberries, blueberry pie, blueberry ice cream. But then, of course, there was a cyclospora outbreak, it's a whole nother story. So everyone's afraid to eat the blueberries because no one knew where it was coming from.
Lettuce. Which they today
Now they're
you hear
saying
the latest?
maybe it's not the lettuce.
It's not the lettuce.
So
Well,
they
so you
say.
must have turned on some TV.
Anyway, so bright
welcome back to
ice
the human
cream.
race.
But it was I didn't do
I
my
gotta
hair for
ask
a week.
you.
I didn't take off sneakers for a week. Shoes, like nothing.
Now that you didn't take off your sneakers for a week, I gotta ask you.
How much ice cream did Chuck
No,
eat?
no.
Oh.
What is this thing about no TV or phones? around
Because
the
they're
baby?
trying to raise the baby.
There's no such
So
thing.
apparently, the trend is to raise your child like they were raised in the 90s.
Oh come on! Even the '90s had TV.
Didn't have cell phones.
Yes. They
The
also
90s
have Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes, the '90s didn't have a cell phone that you know of. There was cell phones because I had a flip.
So
Yeah,
no
but that
cell
did too.
phones around the baby, no TVs around the baby, no screen times around the baby. But people had to do work because everyone's working during the week, so that was different. So there's a lot of carve-outs. But anyway,
Wow.
so I did not see the news for a week. And then when we flew out of Boston, the rain was so bad that day. Chelsea's, my daughter's flight got canceled as we're driving to the airport because she lives in D.C. Flight was canceled.
If you seen the news, you would have found out there was a
So-
hurricane going your way.
So she looked what was happening in D.C. and all the flights into D.C., New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, everything was canceled due to this
Whoa.
horrible weather.
I'm
Like
sorry.
the pollution in D.C. was like red zone. Boston and Maine weren't as bad as the D.C.
They
zone.
almost canceled the World Cup in New York because they wanted to see how the weather was going to be.
So really crazy. So she ended up spending the night in Boston, and she went home yesterday.
Well, that stuff is in the Atlantic Ocean now.
And I guess we got wildfires out in West Florida in the Everglades.
Yeah, we were lighting cigarettes.
So I turn on finally when I look at social media, I'm thinking, wow, if I were from another planet looking down at everyone thinking, this social experiment that you were all in is insane because we put it out there and anyone who's got a stomach bug now has this bacteria.
Which
If
they don't know
you
where
see
it's coming
smog, you see fires. It's wild hornets, those African hornet things. Craziness
They
too.
had them there too? You mean?
No.
Oh, here?
I'm sure they did, but all these things that are crazy, but they did have deer in the backyard of the house we rented and wild turkeys. What do you call a flock of wild turkeys? Or is it a gaggle of geese, a flock of seagulls? What's a group of turkeys called? This is not a joke. This is really a question.
I have no idea.
The turkeys were as big.
A Thanksgiving feast.
Well, that's what my son said. Now we know why we celebrate Thanksgiving with turkeys the way we do.
What's it called?
Oh, a rafter.
A rafter of turkeys.
Yeah.
Each turkey was literally the size of this table. They were enormous, and there was always a leader. This is my conversation. A lead
Sounds like
turkey.
lunch.
There was like one, and then 5 of them would kind of like hang back, waiting to see where the
Yes.
other ones went. Or there were babies, and then the mom and dad went.
You
And,
got the dad, and then you got a bunch of women.
and then
A bunch of female turkeys.
the babies would go, but the turkeys were huge. Turkey legs are not as big as the one in Disney, I must say. So I don't know where Disney gets their turkey legs from.
They puff stuff in them.
But the turkeys, it was so cool. And this deer kept coming back, and a chipmunk. Ever seen a real chipmunk?
You know,
have?
Maine is the leader in ticks in this country.
We didn't go into the forest though.
Doesn't matter, they're everywhere. But they
I
have
know.
this new thing that they're doing now to eliminate them.
Ticks.
Ticks. And you know the number one state in the union for senior citizens?
In ticks or to live?
No, senior citizens. People.
To live?
Florida.
Florida.
No, Florida is fourth.
Really?
Florida.
Maine is first.
How? It's cold. Well,
Look it up.
technically, yeah, I could see that because
Look it up.
it's
A lot of people going back north.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of nice places up in north, and then they just come here.
Well, Maine is
during
the
winter.
nicest place up in that corridor.
I cooked more on vacation than I cook in real life.
You're allowed to turn the stove on, but you couldn't turn the
sounds to me
TV
that they're a
on.
little
There's something
backwards.
very
You can
wrong
cook
with
because you have to eat because there was only takeout if it was convenient. Like you could order online until the restaurants went, no, we're not taking any online orders anymore. So then you could call the restaurant and order, but then you had to go get it. There's no delivery of food on takeout restaurants
back
like
to
we
the
have
human
here.
race.
Yeah, none of that. So then at some point you go, all right, so I guess we'll just cook because there were 5
So
of
what'd
us.
you make?
It was kind of like a group effort. So one night we barbecued. One night I made fish. Ashley made vegetables. One night she made picadillo. One night
Picadillo?
we had picadillo,
Up
which is
there?
really just like meat sauce,
Picadillo.
right? Which is a different name.
It could be. I mean, you got to put it with something like pollo de picadillo.
Well, then we had to get rice, right?
of course.
Because you have to have rice, so you can't not have rice. And then I thought
Where'd
of
you find rice up there?
There is a grocery store. You just
There's a
have
bodega?
You have to go. I think it's a big grocery store. You just have to go get it. And then there's a bodega on the main street where you can get anything you want, kind of marinated and cooked, but you have to go get it.
Oh, I would have been there all day.
You've been there all day, and literally there's one street in and one street out, and it's called Main Street.
Did you meet the doctor?
No, I met the guy who owns the trolley company though. So we're at lunch the first day, and lovely family sitting next to us, and this guy has a hat that says "Good night, John Boy," and I'm like, I know that place. That's in Delray. And he goes, yeah, I go down there to play golf. I think he owned the trolley company that runs everything.
You should have interviewed him.
So I thought,
What you should have done is you and your doctor up from Maine. That would have been a
you have a
trip.
doctor?
You, the doctor that's in the town.
Oh, the town doctor?
Like that one movie, they had one doctor. That's what
that
the
was
whole
in,
movie
that
was
was in
about.
Alaska.
No, it was in
Wait,
Maine.
what movie?
Hickenport, Lackenport, whatever it is. The one with the moose. The town with the moose.
That was in Alaska.
No, it was in Maine.
He said moose and doctor. My mind goes to Dr. Doolittle.
No, it was the show took place in Alaska with the moose.
No,
We have to look it up.
it was in Maine.
Anyway, it's great to be back. You're not glad I'm back.
Not so
I see an
much.
empty water bottle under the couch
Where?
over there. I swear, I think you guys set me up when I'm away. They set me up to leave crumbs around like Hansel and Gretel, see if Mom's going to find it and clean up.
Wow, I don't know where that came from.
What
It's
is
like, what's
it?
that stain on the chair? I don't know where that came from.
I vacuum and
Why is there
clean
gravel on the
Friday.
floor? I don't know why there's
The
gravel on
gravel
the
is
floor.
that somebody knocked down. Sophia had knocked it down. They picked it up and cleaned it. Somebody else must have knocked it down.
Why is there an empty water bottle?
I don't
on
know because I went under there and cleaned it up Friday. I don't know where that came from.
I think it's just to set me up. Anyway, it's nice to meet you, Russ. Russ.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, how you doing, Dawn?
What does it say, like your second day?
No, like my kind of third.
He was here last week.
Yeah, I was here last
Are you a
week.
student?
Yes, I am.
Where?
I go to Lynn University. I'm studying international business.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm working on starting my own business.
What kind?
I can't tell you that right now. I have to tell you off air.
So,
But it's
what
kinda-
brings you here into a production studio?
I talked to Freddie, and well, I talked to you actually.
You did, yeah. I spoke to you before I left.
Yeah, and I kind of like the aspect of how everything is ran, and I like to learn the business side and how things are produced, the sales, the marketing, things like that, more along the business side of the whole communications outlook.
Very cool. Yeah, that's a side that people often forget. I was listening to something on the radio this morning coming in saying that social media is not as popular as it used to be for businesses. The people are trying to be more in the now, in the moment. Do you think that's true?
What would that be then if it's not social media?
Be present, like having the conversation like my granddaughter without the phones around. Do you feel like social media is not as predominant, like everyone's taking pictures of the food and putting it out and doing this and putting it out?
It depends on your perspective. If you are a business owner and you got 1 million views and no sales, or you have no views and 1 million sales, which one would you rather have as a business owner?
Right.
See, you don't sell on social media, you just promote.
Yeah, and I think is based on the demographic as well too.
Absolutely.
So like your younger audience will basically choose a social media outlook versus your older demographic. You reach certain people based on their age for social media. So anyone from, let's say, millennials on down, they gravitate more towards social media.
Well, who spends the money?
The millennials and the Gen Z.
One that spends the money is the seniors, is the older couple, the grandpas, the 50s, the 60s. That's where the money's at. I mean, you got kids in here that they'll blow up your social media, but they don't have monies to buy anything. That's why TikTok became so popular.
This is true, but also too, the ad revenues on those platforms. So the more views they get, the more ads they can promote within that viewing range.
Well, that's a new phenomenon. Where, like, you get Facebook ads, and you get click ads, and then you pay only by the number of. If you have 1 million clicks, you end up not paying anything. But that's the same thing with YouTube, right? If you have a lot of followers, don't they pay you for content?
Yes.
I see it on TikTok all the time.
But I think so much is perspective, because this is such the hamster wheel where we're living, I guess, in big cities. Where I was, there was not a t-shirt shop on every corner lined up next to each other. And I thought, how do all of these t-shirt shops, souvenir shops, stay in business? They're all souvenirs.
Online.
Different t-shirts, different sweatshirts, different bathing suits or umbrellas or different stuffed animal toys, but yet they're all selling essentially the same type of product.
Online. There was a study made that online supports the store. What they make in there is what they take home. Now, was it packed?
Yes, the ice cream lines are out the door.
Well, not the ice cream. I'm talking about souvenir stores.
There were so many, but they were busy. And now candy stores, ice cream stores. It was totally like, what's that Jim Carrey movie?
Which one?
You know, where it's a small town and everyone like lives in this vacuum. And
The Truman Show.
That's what it was like. Yes. It was very homogenous.
Have you never been to a small town?
Not since the kids were little.
I grew up in a small town.
I went
to
to
the Bronx.
No, when I was in Puerto Rico, I went from this street and I crossed the street and I was out of town.
It was lovely.
Does Gatlinburg, Tennessee count?
No.
That's a big town.
I've drove through many small towns before.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I was driving for this company called Night Transportation. That's the hat you always see me wear. Well, I forget what it is, but anyway, and I've drove through a lot of small towns where you could throw a rock and you would be out to town, just like that. I'm talking about a population of like maybe 50 to maybe 100 people. You have to drive very far to the next town to be able to go see a doctor, or go to like a bigger city to be able to get into town. And there's farmland everywhere. So mostly that's what it is mainly farm towns.
It's amazing to see. It's a small town, and then there were little outskirts but then I did this too. You're gonna laugh because there's people like me. You're gonna say there's someone like you born every day. So we're looking for dinner. And where I walk into a cheesecake store thinking, well, maybe they've got dinner. Oh. No. They must have 50 different types of cheesecake. If there's one, there's 50 types. So I said, okay. And they tell me their personal size. They're this big. Cheesecake. So I buy 3. And they go, well, if you buy 5, you get 1 for free. Like, okay, I'll buy 5. I got 1 for free and a cinnamon roll. 7 of them. $150.
Are you insane?
Cheesecake.
Are you insane?
You should have asked the
Look at his
price.
face.
$150.
They go, that's when they're like, oh, there's a Dawn that walks in this store. This is what keeps us in business for every Dawn that walks in here.
Decorated? Like, very well decorated?
Decorated? No.
Okay, then that's a waste of money.
Decorated.
They could be decorated by Santa Claus himself. $150.
They were all flavored, though. Blueberry and salted caramel.
Flavor.
And,
that makes a difference.
Chocolate raspberry and chocolate truffle
That's
and
20
cookies and cream.
Honestly, I
And
never really
That's
liked cheesecake.
$22 a pie.
but
For
it was I got a
personal
discount.
ones?
I said 100.
$22.
I think it ended up $110, and they're open from 11:11 to 11:11. It's called Bar Harbor Cheesecake, and I think there's 3. There's one in St. Augustine, which you
You can
probably
stay
saw.
there.
There's one where I was, and then there's one, I guess, in Bar Harbor, Maine. So it's like this upscale, bougie cheesecake store.
Bougie cheesecake.
And I have
Now, this is a good
cheesecake,
example.
ice cream, lobster rolls.
Of a ripoff.
Good example of the social media thing you were talking about. So
Yeah.
they go online, they go, oh, we have cheesecake, and it comes in 17,000 flavors. Along comes Dawn, buy 7 of them.
Yeah.
Who else do you know would pay? Would you pay it?
No.
Would you?
Absolutely not.
Would you?
I don't know.
Like cheesecake.
Brooklyn, would you pay it?
I don't like cheesecake, so.
I don't know.
What
I
kind
might-
of cake you like? Apple?
I might buy it. My inner fat kid would probably. Well,
Bar Harbor Cheesecake. It was delicious.
You're not gonna buy it. I wouldn't even buy it, but
I wouldn't spend
That's-
that much
that's
money on
just-
dessert.
That's the kind of cake I like.
tres leches.
but to be honest, if I bought that many cheesecakes, I would probably like bring it in for everybody to try. You know, cut it up in
Yeah.
little
So there were
squares.
wasn't
5.
for her.
There were 5 of us, you know, and my family they like to eat, so they're like, oh, we'll
Chuck and your
share.
husband, Chuck and your son had how many? 4?
And Ash, everyone, they're all eaters.
No, I
this
mean
group.
by themselves.
That's
They'll
how
be
much,
4 by
that's how much
themselves.
ice cream. On the last night, I did get a blueberry pie, an entire pie, gone after dinner, gone the whole pie. But then we had to stop and get ice cream to put on everything.
You gotta put ice cream on
ice
the pie.
cream, cheesecake, lobster rolls.
Wow, how much do you weigh now?
You see, I'm in a very baggy dress.
I can tell you, a diabetic if they would suffer.
Yeah, for you, it would not
It
be.
wouldn't be anything to eat.
Very good for you.
I'll be coming back 15 pounds light.
And grilled cheese. The baby had her first grilled cheese.
And grilled cheese.
And grilled cheese.
And grilled cheese. Is there anything healthy up there?
No. Well, yes, but there's this freaking cyclospora outbreak, so you're afraid to eat. I'm telling you, it's like this great conspiracy that somebody created. Because if you want to eat healthy, you can't because you don't know where the source of this bacteria is. No one wants to get sick on vacation, right? You don't want to get sick, so you stay away from salad, you stay away from fresh fruits and vegetables, all the things you want. So you eat cheesecake, ice cream, and lobster rolls. And there you have it.
That's an amazing story.
Should we take a commercial break?
Yeah, let's do that.
And let's talk to our new guest when we get back. More to come. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Studio B. More to come. We'll be right back.
Looking for music that brings back the memories? True Oldies FLA is South Florida's premier destination for timeless hits from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. Brought to you by M2 TV Network. broadcasting across multiple FM and HD stations, including 95.3 FM in Delray Beach and Boca Raton, 95.9 FM in Palm Beach County, 96.9 FM in Broward County and North Miami-Dade, and 106.9 FM on the Treasure Coast. True Oldies, FLA. Feel good music that spans generations.
Are you looking for the cheapest prices on car insurance? Then call the Cheap Car Insurance Hotline right now. Hey, you're guaranteed to save money on your car insurance. Most car insurances can be canceled at any time. That means if you find a better deal, you can switch right away. We're not just one company. We offer most of the major brands of car insurance. We're like a discount supermarket for car insurance. And it doesn't matter if you have a good record or a bad driving record. Our agents are experts at finding you the right car insurance for your needs. Our average customer saves hundreds of dollars a year when they call us to switch. So why don't you make this 100% free call right now and see how much you can save on your car insurance?
855-815-9787. 855-815-9787. 855-815-9787. That's 855-815-9787.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
This is AMP2 TV Network, powered by the AMP Media Future Foundation. AMP2 is an award-winning production company. Here we produce any media your heart desires. We produce films that make people emotional. We make the audience engaged. We're innovative, eye-catching, unforgettable. Amplify your idea. Here at AMP2 TV.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
That's a good question, though, don't you think?
You've come back with a lot of good
questions. Do you think your car goes slower if you've got more people in it?
Yes.
Even if you're going the same speed?
Yes. It doesn't go slower.
More gas?
It uses more fuel. You use your gas, yeah.
I got a question for you, though.
Interesting.
Yes.
If you got 600 pounds in the car in weight, and you got a headwind, two different cars, and the second one you got a headwind going 120 miles an hour against you, which one will get there faster?
If you got two cars.
There are two cars. One is carrying 600 pounds. The other one is going into a headwind at 120 miles an hour. Which one will get to point B from point A faster?
First of all, the one that got the 120 mile an hour wind won't go anywhere because the wind is pushing back at the car so intensely that is gonna
unless you go 200 miles an hour.
But what car besides a drag car like a heavy modified car can go 200?
But let's assume all things equal.
Maybe it exerts more energy, so it's harder on the vehicle, right?
Oh, it's going to exert way more energy. That engine is going to be maxed. You have to, scream the engine.
So with 600 pounds.
No, not really, because if you think about it, most people, for adult people, is 600 pounds.
I didn't say it was adults. It could be 600 pounds of dead weight.
600 pounds of dead weight, but it's still the same. 600 pounds isn't really that much. Now, if you say like 5,000 pounds, now that's where
the equation was 600. But that was always something. I was bad with my SAT score.
I was gonna say it sounds like a math question. Like you leave train A with 10 people, or train B leaves from port.
Yeah, a car can pull 600 pounds real easy. It's not a big struggle for a car to pull 600 pounds. It does that on a regular. Now if you like quadruple the weight and say like maybe like 10,000 or 5,000 pounds, then that car will struggle. It depends on how much horsepower the car has too. So if you're looking at like maybe 200 horsepower versus 500 horsepower or 1,000 horsepower, then that matters as well as to how the car will perform as well.
Well, the answer to the question was the 120. The 600 pounds you will get there first, because 120 miles an hour consistency in a car is more difficult to maintain than 600-pound consistency.
If Dawn ate all the cheesecake, I would be 600 pounds in that car. And how fast would you go there?
Cheesecake berry man. Listen, we went to.
I want to say hi to Greg too.
Yeah, we'll say hi to Greg. We went to Tiki Wednesday.
I turned it on and I heard the sound. I was texting Brooklyn and Gio was calling me and.
Gato left the camera mic on. So you had echo?
I had echo, but then I couldn't hear. It was just like far away. Your mic was okay, but then there was just like this overwhelming just air noise.
How long?
Well, I didn't turn on the beginning. I did, and then I texted Brooklyn, and then Gio called me, and he says, "You on remote?" I said, "I'm not. I'm away, but your dad's on remote." So
he said there was a camera mic on.
Yeah.
And then I guess you guys figured it out.
Yeah.
Did you have the Zoom or did you have a soundboard?
I mean, Zoom.
I'm not loving the Zoom situation. I have to tell you, because we're missing marks on opening it up.
I told
either
them
you leave them. I think either you leave them all on, and I don't know whether that's a thing that we can do, or we take a soundboard.
I told them that
because we're missing. When people go to talk, you're missing the first words.
I told them that.
So I think we need to reassess
over and over
that.
again. And they keep telling me that the Wi-Fi is a distance in, but it's inconsistent.
No, I don't know. Anyway, morning, Greg.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So you are a senior, going into your senior year?
Yep, at Florida Atlantic. Yep.
And what do you want to do
when you grow up?
When you grow up?
Not entirely sure yet. I do want to go into like the sports industry. That's for sure. But as far as what in the sports industry,
do you play sports?
I do. I play soccer for the club team.
So are you loving the World Cup whole situation?
Oh, I was loving it. I'm so sad that it's over. Like all my roommates love it too. So it was such a good experience for the whole summer. I was going down to Miami for a bunch of games to go to Fan Fest in Miami. Such a great experience. It was just such a sense of togetherness and everything. It was awesome.
Now, are you happy that Spain won?
Not really. I don't really like the way they play. They dominated every team though. You can't even deny that. I'm a Messi fan though, so.
Oh, you're a Messi fan.
I like Messi. I don't like I don't like the Argentinian team.
You just like Messi. Doesn't Messi play for Miami?
He does play for Miami.
So you're a big Miami fan?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I've seen him a bunch of times. So
let me ask you: is this Messi's last tournament at 42?
I mean, there's always going to be rumors. There's always going to be speculations. But I think
46, he comes back?
I think it will be his last World Cup.
I think it was.
For sure.
How'd he do?
Did good.
Did very good. I think he got snubbed with the Golden Ball. I think he should have won it. I think he should have won Player of the Tournament.
Who won it?
Rodri. He's on Spain. He's a great player. A very good system player. But at the end of the day, you want to see a superstar win it. You don't want to see a system player win it. It's not... in my opinion,
you want to see the best player win it, no?
Yeah.
You're not gonna that's like giving LeBron James the MVP because he's LeBron.
Yeah, but if you look at the stats and everything, you got Messi, Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, all these players, they performed way better and did way better for their team. Rodri was very much a system player, and he wasn't even the standout. He recorded 0 goals, 0 assists the whole tournament.
But they didn't get in the finals. If Messi had won that game, he would have been the MVP.
I agree, but I also disagree at the same time because in 2014 he also won the Golden Ball and they didn't win the World Cup.
Different era.
Different era, true, but
You ever seen Michael Jordan play?
No.
Do you know who he is?
Of course I know Michael.
Do you think he's better than LeBron?
Yes.
I'll always think that personally. But
Is LeBron coming back to Miami?
They say
still haven't
maybe
decided,
Cleveland
right?
or Warriors. I don't care where he plays. He's irrelevant to me anymore.
Yeah.
He's done. What about what's a fact that Spain now holds the women and men World Cup trophies because the women won it also. The last set of games, the women from Spain won.
No, yeah, they have a very good team. I just don't like the way they play. I feel, in my opinion, it's very boring.
The dominant defense.
I understand, but I mean,
How'd you get so into soccer?
I've been playing it since I was in diapers.
Are you from down here?
No, I'm from Connecticut originally.
So you know small towns?
Yes, very well.
What part of Connecticut?
Danbury.
Oh, big town.
Yeah.
So why don't you like it? You don't like dominant sports? You don't like the dominant defense? I think they smother you.
I do too, but the thing is, all the players are so robotic. I like creativity, which is why I like Messi a lot. I like Neymar when he was playing. I like Ronaldo when he was playing too.
Well, who's the superstar in Spain? The kid that Messi.
Yamal.
Yeah, that Messi had as a baby.
Yeah, but I think he wasn't even Spain's best player this tournament.
He didn't have to be.
I know.
But he could have been. He could have been a superstar. I think that team next 4 years is going to be tremendous.
I agree, but you can make the same argument with France when they won it in 2018.
True.
So
what about Norway? That big guy.
I really like Norway. I wanted Norway to go further.
That's who I had to pick to win.
Yeah, they were my dark horse the whole tournament. I mean, I thought they were gonna do very, very well. I wanted to see them go to the finals.
What was it like to be in Miami?
It was
see the
amazing.
game. Was it
I
great?
mean, it was a lot of fun. You see fans from everywhere.
Watch parties?
Yeah, we went to Fan Fest in Bayfront Park.
And how many screens did they have up?
They had 4 screens, all in different sections. It was like, a whole. It was huge area.
300,000 people, I heard.
There yesterday, probably, right?
Bayfront Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, 300,000.
When I was there, it was like a couple thousand people. It wasn't too crowded. You could still move around, and they had really good food from every different country. Met people from every like Scotland, Cape Verde, Brazil, Argentina, you name it.
Now we had a game here on Saturday, right? The third place.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Turnpike was closed.
Where they were in Miami Stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to that?
I did not go to that.
Oh, you had to
I
go
watched
to
it
that.
at home. So that brings me back to my point about the whole Spain and so Spain, they usually go out and they try to score 1 goal and then they kill the game, which it's fine.
Brilliant.
But as a it's fine if you're a Spain fan, but if you're a neutral, it's boring to watch because they suck the life out of the game.
True, but you gotta understand when you have Messi,
Yeah.
you have Messi as a hockey player. If you have Messi, and I score first, my job is to stop you from scoring, and that's brilliant. You know how hard it is to do that.
I completely
Spain
agree.
took a record number of shots, and that goalie had the game of his life.
Yeah.
The game of his life.
No, I know.
He stopped every shot but one.
I know. I mean, when you look at it from Spain's perspective, they are so organized. They only had to stop 1 player on the attacking end.
That's right.
And that's Messi.
That's right.
Every other team prior to this game, it was the same thing. But Spain is so organized defensively, they cannot get picked apart. They defend as a
But don't
unit.
you find that brilliant?
I think it's genius. Do I think it's good for the sport? I don't think so. Because now everyone's going to try to play like that, and I don't necessarily like...
Hey, coach, you give your kids a chance if you play defense.
No, I
But
understand.
the main goal is to win, isn't it?
It is, 100%.
But in football, you start with defense. Offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. That concept that he's talking about in American football, the way they do it, it's the same thing. If you have a ferocious defense, you have a shot. Doesn't mean you're going to win. You have a shot. Here, they scored the 1 goal. They kept shooting, hitting. They took a record number of shots. And all they needed was one with that defense, and they won.
Exactly, and that's always been Spain's biggest deficiency.
Yes, it is.
Deficiency. Sorry, that's always been their Achilles heel. In
They don't
in
score.
any tournament, they can never score. They struggle very, very, very much so. And I feel like this year was different because they had some pieces that have really developed into very, very good players, whereas in previous years they weren't as good. So I feel like now they just had the whole package.
I gotta tell you, if you were the owner of Spain's soccer club, and you know what you have, and you go out and you get a scorer, a Messi, you go get somebody who can score, and you leave that team intact, what kind of team do they have?
I think it would. I think they would be unbelievable, but
so think about that because that's what they're going to be working on.
No, of course. But going back to my point about France in 2018, they went back-to-back World Cup finals.
Great team.
They have an unbelievable team. I have never seen a team that good.
Balanced.
That they have every single superstar you can imagine. I mean, you can name. Their starting 11, probably around 7 or 8 of them are in the top 10.
They're like the Yankees of baseball. No, like the Dodgers of baseball.
They are unbelievable, and I was telling everyone, I was like, I don't think France is going to win because when you have that many superstars, it's very hard.
They want the ball.
I think Spain now, after this, I think it's going to be hard for them to come back, and, it's less about the talent, it's more about the egos. You got to keep the egos to a minimum. You got to keep the egos down. And Lamine Yamal, he's 19 right now. He's going to have a huge ego in a couple of years. I can
Do you
assure you
think
that.
younger players, generations, whether it's sports or anything else, their egos are bigger than, I know LeBron's LeBron, but the older players, the 72 Dolphins, or the baseball players that you remember? Were the egos as big as they are now? Or you think social media has built their egos and puffed them up, but, we're all just people?
I definitely feel like social media definitely inflated it a little bit, but at the same time, I can't really speak because I'm too young.
Yeah, but you see what you see.
You know who Babe Ruth is?
Of course.
Okay, so Babe Ruth had the ego the size of the Empire State Building. He used to go up against the president, and there was a joke where he made. He says, "Yeah, but I had a better year." I think that what's changed the game is money. If you look at Soto making $720 or $780 million, if you look at those kind of salaries, you're gonna have ego.
But look at ego as a whole. What do you guys think? Fonzie and Russ and Brooklyn. You think egos now are bigger than? I don't know if Audrey Hepburn's ego was as big as some of the movie stars we have now, or I just think it's different. I think social media has definitely inflated people's, in their mind, their value, their self-worth of what it is.
Inflated politics.
Yeah, that too,
Politics.
yeah.
But ego's always been there. I think social media displays it.
Brooklyn, what do you think?
I think people have a sense of entitlement sometimes where they think that, I don't know, like they think that they deserve more than they do.
I think a lot of it is based on where you live and the situation. I remember when my kids were little, I would drive carpool, and there was always a long line. Like, you can relate to this, right? Your parents would drop you off at the school, right? And a long carpool line. Everyone waited their turn. Except at a certain school, there were parents who felt that they did not have to wait online. As Brooklyn takes me to entitlement.
Yeah.
They could go in and cut wherever they wanted to because they could. Why? Are their kids any more important than anyone else's kids? Their parents, like everybody else?
They used to walk in?
It's like
No, they would just move their car
Yeah.
and cut into the line, in the
That's
car line.
undoable. I used
But
to
it's a
walk
sense
in.
of entitlement. As if,
people say things like
And that's when the
in
people
the,
behind them grab their golf clubs and then whack their car.
What do you think, Brooklyn?
I walked in.
I think it goes back to like, for that specific example, it's like, well, I pay tuition, so I should be able to pick up my kid whenever I want.
But so does
it was,
everybody
it
else.
was a public school. No one was paying extra tuition,
Oh,
but yes.
well, yeah, like, it's like I'm part of the PA, like I should have special privileges, like stuff like that.
I
Like, it's
walked
like,
in and they threw me out. No, you gotta either
You gotta get
take
in line
the
like
car
everybody
line,
else, right?
or you gotta wait to
Pick up.
till everybody picks up their
Yeah.
kids. So
Yeah.
what did I do? I used to stand in the car line.
Yeah.
True story.
But there's a sense of entitlement of different things.
Entitlement is a psychological.
But it's changed
you
my
make it.
perspective being in a smaller town for a week than coming back here. I don't know if there's that
This
same
isn't
sense.
a big town. This is a big town?
It's a big town of egos. It's a big town of financial entitlement. It's a big town of the haves versus a huge socioeconomic divide in South Florida. I don't mean this town, but in this area.
This town is the have and the want, not the have-nots.
I was watching something on social media and it was explaining why it's more affordable to join the Boca Hotel and live on the east versus paying all the money to live in a country club west. And the numbers that they threw around, I kept waiting for the punchline, like this is a joke. This was not a joke. If anyone from outside of this, I don't even know how it found me. If anyone from outside of this community actually watched this, they're either horrified or they think it's a joke, because the numbers they threw around of buy-ins to these country clubs and what it costs to live there and monthly HOAs, and you live that life, right? But if you were to live in that neighborhood now to buy in,
it's 10 times worse.
It's insane what buy-ins are. But the amount I don't know where people have so much money. And people like your age, in their late 20s, early 30s, seem to have this money to move in and not only have a mortgage, which is a mortgage there, but your buy-ins are like $250,000, $300,000, $400,000 just to say hello, to go through the gate.
It's not even living at these places.
No, it's just to go in.
It's about having the ability to have the conversation.
The numbers I heard
amazing.
were staggering, and I think...
It's true.
I don't even know. It's just insanity of what it is. And you live in Connecticut. I bet Connecticut has...
It has its pricey.
Oh, yeah. It has its extremes. Especially if you go to Greenwich.
Right.
Everyone there works on Wall Street, so you know how that goes. But here it's very similar. I mean, you know, I moved down here and like 4 years ago, and the money down here is sickening. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it.
I don't know where it all comes from, because it just seems like it has exploded since COVID, but yet there's so many businesses, small businesses, that are having a hard time staying open, and how hard it is for you guys to get jobs just to get in the door, but yet corporate and finance has exploded to a whole nother level. Medicine hasn't exploded. That's more managed care all the way around. So I don't know where the money is.
Oh no, medicine has exploded. I used to sell health insurance for like a few big name companies, and the amount of money that flows into medicine is ungodly. Your normal tier 1 prescription drugs are usually $0.
Prescriptions.
Yeah, but like prescription drugs is just, for example, you know that drug that everybody's using,
the GLPs?
semaglutide. Yeah, semaglutide. You know how much it costs to make that drug? Take a wild guess.
That's what it must cost a month, is $300, but not to make it.
Like 20
No,
bucks
how
to
much
make.
does it cost to make?
Probably.
$100 bucks?
50
50
cents?
cents, yeah.
50 cents.
I was about to say.
pennies on the dollar.
And then they sell it for
And
like
then they
$300,
yeah.
$600.
It's incredible.
GLP-1 is very, very inexpensive to make, but they sell it. They could sell it for $5 and make good profits.
And it makes me really wonder, and I know for some people, it's a matter of life and death. I know it lowers blood sugar. I know it helps and it definitely has its purposes. But everyone on social media, and again, my feed, 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, it's like, let's go on the GLP, and I don't know if Europe is like this. I have a feeling Europe is not like we are in the United States.
Europe?
They don't have McDonald's, so
They have
I mean,
McDonald's.
they just walk around in Europe. They walk everywhere.
No, I meant like the McDonald's like we have.
So it's not. So people aren't as apt to go on to these big weight loss drugs.
Well, yeah. I mean, first off, they eat, their portion sizes are a lot smaller too, and they walk around everywhere too. It's unbelievable. I was just in Italy, and the food is so much healthier.
That's what everybody says.
And their portion sizes, even like a little portion size, it fills you up completely. So you don't need to eat like a Chipotle bowl or something, which will fill you up completely, or versus you get like a little bowl of pasta. It's actually healthy, and then you go walk around after. Let the food digest.
Is walking?
It's the walking after you eat.
It's
Gotta walk
because
at
you
least
let the
15
food
minutes.
digest, and you burn some of the calories off.
Yeah.
And they say walking actually helps your digestion.
Absolutely. They it's funny because ever since I've been on this kick now for 2 weeks, I read labels. And now we used to read labels before. I cannot believe the amounts of junk that they put in food. The chemicals, you can't even pronounce them. And you know what? Instead of figuring it out, just put it back and don't take it. I can't believe that blueberries come in different levels. You got bad, better, and good. And to file the wild blueberry is the good one. And even that's a couple of points. So you're right. Your portion control is important. What you put in your body is important. It's getting harder and harder to find good stuff
food,
in
right?
this country.
I think that when I went to the grocery stores there and you would read the ingredients, it was in Italian, but you could still understand every single ingredient better than the ingredients you can here because you don't know anything that they put in it. There it's 4 ingredients and it's...
What age are you going to be coaching?
U9.
What's the age group?
9.
U9.
9 below or 9 above?
It's just 9.
9-year-olds?
Yeah.
You see, I'm interested to see how you're going to treat. You're going to be the head coach?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm interested to see how you're going to treat them because part of your learning process is what they eat, no? Because you're constantly running.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like when I was younger, my coaches weren't too much on top of that. It was more on the parents to make sure that the kid's eating properly. And
yeah, but you got to coach the parent.
Yeah, I know. I have to have parent conferences, so I talk to the parents.
You're going to allow Gatorade on the sidelines?
They mix it with water, yeah.
Wow.
No.
You mean you got to talk?
So I guess no pizza party celebrations when they won or something.
Well, there's always in moderation. You could do a lot of things, but there's a difference between coaching to play and coaching to celebrate. But you got to teach the parents.
Well, thanks. All right, you want to wrap this up?
Yes, sir.
10:30. All right.
Ma'am.
More to come midday. What do you have cooking for midday?
I don't know.
I know Sally and Steve will be back. I'm assuming Wendy B will be in. It's
Yes,
Monday.
Wendy
I don't
B.
know. And we'll see what else rolls in. Have a great morning, everyone.
Good to have you back.
We'll be right back. We'll see you later.
Don't be late. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.